Hey cool kids, Venny here. This is the complete visual guide to the Ranni the Witch quest line in Elden Ring. I'm going to take you through step by step. This is a very long quest, so I'm going to try to keep the side notes brief. I actually did a lot of this while I was on stream. Alright, let's jump right in with a quick disclaimer and get moving. This guide contains some minor spoilers, though I will try to be as spoiler-free as possible. Now, if you have not defeated the final bosses in Stormveil Castle and the Academy of Raya Lucaria, you will not be able to start this quest. I would suggest progressing that far in the game first before watching the rest of the video, so if that's you, please save the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you later. So from here on, I will be assuming that you have completed those two areas. Alright, let's get started for real. Step 1. Finding Ranni to begin the quest. This is actually not your first meeting with Ranni. Your first encounter with her was at the Church of Ella, extremely early on in the game, after you get Torrent the steed. She didn't give you her real name back then, but she did give you the spirit summoning bell in your first ashes. If by chance you did not meet her at the church, go do that right away. It will change your whole game. So, you've progressed past the academy. You will have to fight your way through Caria Manor and defeat the boss there. P.S. You'll get a really good sorcery for winning this fight. It is one of my favorites. So after you've done that, after the boss, the path will spit you out right here in an area called Three Sisters, which refers to the three towers that rise up in this area. Now there's plenty to explore up here, but you'll want to make your way to Ranni's Rise, which is here. Make your way to the top of her tower and you will find her sitting in her observatory. I've cleared the quest so she's not here for me anymore, but she will be sitting right there. Step 2. Enter Ranni's service to start the quest. Talk to Ranni until she gives you the option to enter her service. Say yes. She'll ask you to go downstairs and speak with 3 others. She's referring to E.G. the Giant, Selvis the Sorcerer, and Blide. They will all be at the bottom of Ranni's tower right now, and you have to speak to them all in order to leave. Blide in particular will mention that he is heading through a well in Mistwood down in Limgrave, and he wants you to meet him in the underground. You can actually ignore this sub-step because following up with Blide doesn't affect your ability to complete the quest in any way. And quick side note for you, my game bugged out here and would not let me leave anyway. All I did was have to restart and all was well. Moving on to step 3, unlock the path to Nokron, the Eternal City. In order to open the correct way to the underground, you have to kill General Radahn, also known as Starscourge Radahn. The issue here is that there's only one way to get to him, and that's by triggering the Radahn Festival in Redmane Castle, which is located here, all the way to the east in Caelid. Now there are 2 ways to do this. And since you will eventually have to unlock the Grand Lift of Dectus to progress the main story, I recommend using this method. You're going to need to find both halves of the Dectus Medallion. Quite simply, here's where they are. The first half is in a chest in Fort Height, located here in East Limgrave. It's not really anything crazy, just fight your way through the fort, open the chest at the top, and you're golden. Same for the second half, although it's a little harder to get to. It's located in Fort Faroth here in the Caelid region, but it's on the raised area of Caelid, and that area is technically called Dragonbarrow. It can be a little confusing to get to, but the easiest way up is right here at this little gap. Now, don't be like me and run around the entire area like a lost puppy. Just go here and move on, jump the gap, and you're good. There are quite a few dragons here, but just stay aware of your surroundings and you should do fine. The other half of the medallion is up on a tower in a chest inside Fort Faroth. And once you have both halves, head to the Grand Lift of Dectus, located in northern Liurna of the Lakes, activate the lift, and head up. From here, there's a site of grace almost due north of the lift. Touch that. Past the time to nightfall, this will cause the Radahn Festival to trigger. Next, you have to make your way to the heart of Redmane Castle, talk to the NPCs there, and then you can head down and fight Starscourge Radahn. Quick note, there are 3 ways to get inside Redmane Castle. First is to clear out Fort Gale and use the teleporter in the tower. This will take you to the foot of the castle, where you must then make your way around the right side to a graveyard and climb up and over the castle wall. Second is to make your way there on foot and dodge the arrows and the fire that is going to be flying at you from the bridge and do that same climb. And the third way involves doing a ton of unnecessary steps in Ranni's questline, which can be skipped. However, if you do decide to complete those, you can take a teleporter at the foot of the impassable Great Bridge to the inner part of the castle. But in my opinion, it's not worth the extra steps. Before we get into the second half of the video, if you're finding this helpful, please consider subscribing and giving the video a like and a comment. It really helps me grow. I also stream 3-4 nights a week on Twitch, twitch.tv/MrVenacore. I might even be live right now. Come say hello. I run a highly interactive stream. I guarantee I will say hello back. Step 4. Find the Finger Slayer Blade. After killing Starscourge Radahn, there's a very cool cutscene that plays, and the path to Nokron, the Eternal City, will open up. You're going to head to East Limgrave in Mistwood, and there will be a huge crater and a bunch of floating rubble. You really can't miss it. You're going to carefully descend, follow the path down, like so. Progress through the zone a bit. You're going to fight the Mimic Tier mini-boss. Now from here, head down this very long bridge and enjoy the view. It is awesome. You're going to end up in the Ancestral Forest. Now, there is a ton to find and explore in this zone. I would highly, highly recommend taking your time. Really clean this place out. It is a loot pinata. There are tons of spells, lots of goodies. 2 in particular being the Ancestral Spirit's Horn, which I cover in a separate video. And secondly, the Mimic Tier Spirit Ash. Check those out. In fact, we're going to be passing right by the Mimic Tier Spirit Ash in this next part, so we'll hit on that real quick. It is widely accepted as one of the best, if not the top Spirit Ash in the entire game. Very worth a quick detour. Now, our target is an area off of the Ancestral Forest called Night's Sacred Ground. Make your way here through the forest, crossing over some rooftops. You'll cross a narrow stone path as shown. Make your way into this particular building. Like I mentioned earlier, the Mimic Tier Spirit Ash is right on our way. All you have to do is use a stone sword key here before dropping down. Kill the one enemy, and the Mimic Tier Spirit Ash will be right here in this chest. Keep making your way down. You'll reach this long walkway with a bunch of silver tears to deal with. Summon some buddies to help you out. Clear these out, go straight ahead, and the Finger Slayer Blade will be in this chest here. You can teleport out now, give the blade to Ranni. She will give you the inverted carrion statue as a reward. This isn't related to the quest, but opens up another area, allowing access to the Divine Tower of Liurna. Step 5. Travel to Nokstella, the Eternal City, and defeat the Baleful Shadow. At this point, in true Souls fashion, there's very little indication of what to do next. What you want to do, teleport to the Round Table Hold, level up, upgrade, do whatever you need, maybe invest some materials into the Mimic Tier Ash, and then teleport back to Ranni's tower. She will be gone, and there will be a site of grace in her place. Now, go to the north part of the Three Sisters Rise area to Renna's Rise. This tower has been sealed off the entire game until now. Make your way to the top of the tower. There will be a teleporter that takes you to the deeper part of the Eisnell River. Right nearby when you teleport in, there's a coffin with a miniature Ranni doll. You can't miss it. Rest at the site of grace nearby, and you'll have the option to talk to the doll. Select the talk option a few times, and it will eventually unlock some dialogue. And the doll will ask you to kill the Baleful Shadow. Now, make your way past some enemies. There's going to be a gnarly mini-boss here that throws a bunch of stones at you, so have fun with him. And you'll eventually come to Nokstella, the Eternal City. Rest at the site of grace, and you'll be making your way down to an elevator at this ground river level that will take you deeper down. But again, there are tons of goodies here, especially Ghost Gloveworts to upgrade your higher tier Spirit Ashes, so again, very worth the time to explore. The Night Maiden and Swordstress Puppet Spirit Ashes are here as well, another very powerful pickup. Now, once you have made your way to the elevator and the lower area, the environment will start to turn red like in Caelid, and you will encounter the Baleful Shadow. Defeat him, listen to the dialogue, and you'll get the discarded palace key as a reward. Now continue to make your way down until you reach the Lake of Rot. Touch the site of grace there, and you're getting really close to the end, so hang in there. Step 6. Find and kill Astel, the natural born of the Void. Once you've reached the Lake of Rot site of grace, teleport back to Rhea Lucaria Academy, where you defeated Rennala, Ranni's mom, and use the discarded palace key on the chest near the boss to find the Dark Moon Ring. You cannot progress without it. After you've gotten that, teleport back to the Lake of Rot, move all your flasks to health instead of FP, and sprint across the polluted lake to the giant stone structure at the back of the cavern, chugging health flasks as you go. You will have enough to make it. It's not a big deal. Activate the rune arc if you need a little extra boost, Hug the left wall, keep running down, and you'll see another site of grace. Rest there, and it will clear your scarlet rot, and you'll be able to reallocate your flasks back to normal. Head down into the area with the insect soldiers, follow the red river toward the big staircase at the back, but you're going to take a left instead of heading up the stairs. There will be a coffin at the end, which drops off the end of the river. Interact with it to enter a new area. And since you just opened the chest a bit ago in the academy, this path will be open to you. Now you get to fight Astel, natural born of the void. Holy hell, this is a cool fight. I used Lutel, the Headless Spirit Ashes on this one. It worked really well because of his mobility, and good luck. This is the boss fight of the quest. That's about as far as I'm gonna get. Oh no. Oh, bro. Finally, step 7. Find Ranni and finish up. You've made it. You are at the end. Just a little bit of travel here. After killing Astel, take the lift to the Moonlight Altar, a huge plateau in Liurna of the Lakes. This is the only way to get up there. There's a ton of really cool stuff up here, including a great sorcery, a top-tier spirit ash. I'll cover those elsewhere. But you're heading for the Cathedral of Manus Celis on the northeastern rise of the area. You can ignore the dragon that spawns, or fight him. Up to you. Head into the cathedral, go down toward the end, and off to the right there is a big hole in the ground. Go down the hole, interact with what's down there, and you are done. If you finish this quest before beating the main story, this will allow you to summon Ranni at the end of the game and unlocks an alternate ending. Your reward is the Dark Moon Greatsword, an intelligence and spirit greatsword that has an awesome power that's very mana efficient, and honestly, it's a ton of fun. Hey, you did it. You made it to the end. Congratulations. It's a very long quest, but it's very satisfying to complete. And now, if you haven't already, you can go back to those areas and really explore and take your time. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it went. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow. And leave the video a like if this was helpful for you at all. Stay cool, guys, and we'll see you next time.